from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Penix to the air right away. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. There's the stiff arm. Derrick Henry all alone. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. There goes a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That is caught. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now? It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it third and inches.
Hey, Ridley. Yellow. Collect.
And again, it's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Penix. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The Dolphins at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Penix.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
He finds his target, Allen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, New York.
Yellow. Right side.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I had no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack. Color.
Mahomes going to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 14. And the Jets first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Yellow. 15. Yellow. 15. Right side.
Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now here's Mahomes.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. First and 10.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Here's second and 10. Here's Samuel.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
To the air, Penix. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Shakir hauls it in.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Mahomes takes it himself, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Khalil Shakir there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Woody Marks, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It sees the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Easy.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Yellow.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. And he's He's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First down, New York.
Yellow. Far side.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Down to about the 23.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday. Arco blue, lady. Hey, color. Far side.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Khalil Shakir, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Juwan Johnson, 29 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Dolphins 21.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Yellow.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
43.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, 43. Come back. Easy.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
This is 1st and 10. Now Penix. Finding Samuel.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll throw with Penix. He's got Johnson.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
It's a gain of 8. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Looking to throw Penix. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
intended for
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
19 Lion, 18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Throw right side going to be taken in by Henry. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
Operating from the gun, Penix. He'll try to pick it up himself. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
a 5-yard gain on the play. That's
And looking to throw, Penix.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? Oh, it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
2nd down, goal to go. To the air, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
lining up for a 2-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Jets,
They run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.